Food delivery has always been earn by order, and within a year ago, Doordash rolled out earn by time. And where did that come from? Well, it came from the great city of Seattle. Seattle implemented these rules where it's earned by time by per minute and then per mile. So Doordash just thought, oh well, I'm just gonna roll this out to everybody else too. So that is where earn by time came from. And that is where some people feel like they're being cheated, but some people feel like it works out for them. So we're gonna take a look as it has expanded to our city. So we're at 57% and we want to get to 70% platinum. I think that one way to do it is that I'm gonna go do earn by time, and that way essentially you accept every single order and you can only reject, I think it's either one or one per hour, but we're gonna accept all of them anyway. I think it's gonna turn out okay. You have to show up right at the peak of the lunch shift or dinner shift, or when it's like really busy. Otherwise it's gonna lock up, and that happened to us. We were in a different area and it locked up because I was too late. So then we had to move to another area, which was quite a drive, but that's too bad. Lesson learned. And we're gonna test out earn by time. This is what the offer screen looks like. So your base pay is anything reasonable and you don't know what the tip is. So here I get a really good tip, $9. That's pretty solid. Here's another order I get real quick, but $0. What the heck? That might be a pattern going on. Maybe a good one and then a bad one. I guess DoorDash has to kind of even it out so that it's somewhat fair and reasonable that people will actually sign up for it, or they might just play psychological tricks on you like they always do, and they maybe mix it up here and there, and then maybe have a string of no tips. Who knows? Everybody knows that DoorDash constantly plays these psychological tricks on you. So let's see if we're gonna get a good tip for this one. And $7, not bad. Altogether, for the time that we spent on that order and the payout, we want to aim for about 50 cents for every minute so that we get around $30 here at Dick's. The great thing about this place is that you have to go up there and order it, and they start preparing it when you show them the order. And so that eats up a lot of time, but since we're paid by time, it doesn't really matter. So in this situation, paid by time is beneficial. And so I camp out at Dick's. Dick's is the in and out of Seattle. So a lot of people often want to get this place. And so it's a good place to camp out and wait for orders from all directions. And let's see, we get a pretty good tip. So this is pretty solid. Not so bad so far. It's about 2 o'clock. It should be slowing down in terms of the pace. I wasn't even getting like constant orders or anything. There was still a wait time in between. So fingers crossed, still get a couple orders here and there. That way we can keep the pace going.
Hi there, what can I get started for you?
I have a DoorDash pickup for Brianna.
Let's see at the window.
Alright, thank you. Thank you. It's 2 o'clock and they closed the dining room. What the heck? With this order, this girl was blowing up my phone, making sure that I message her when I hand the order to her grandma.
We're out of the pastry, so I just refunded it.
Okay, yeah, it looks like...
so it's just the one drink.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for delivery. Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. Earn by time is a lot less stressful. I had to wait for a whole tray of cookies to be baked. So, I mean, it's earn by time, so it doesn't matter.
Samira,
Yeah.
let me double check real quick. Now a sandwich. Okay, sandwich. Okay, 2 items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're on our way to another city, and I'm doing a Vietnamese restaurant and a Vietnamese delivery and a shared tea. So I don't have high hopes that I'm gonna get a big tip at all. So far, I got mainly decently long distance orders. Like this order was 10 miles for 2 drop-off points. And with these long distance orders, you're gonna be switching zones a lot. That's something different, but good thing that DoorDash allows you to switch zones when it's busy. Otherwise, you have to go all the way back. So that's gonna be a key aspect of making our money goals. This is the second day. I didn't get it in the area that I wanted, but we at least still got earn by time, because earn by time, I mean, it's just like there's a select number of people that can sign up for it, and if it's full, then you have to do earn by order. I don't know why the earn by time is full. I mean, it's not looking that great. I think that if we just focus on doing maybe like around 4 to 5 miles, then we might be able to reach the goals that they say that people have gotten. Otherwise, those 10-mile orders are just, the pay is not even worth it. The time it takes, it just doesn't add up. So we're gonna try to shoot for that range and see what kind of results we get. About an hour and a half in, we finally get our first order, and I mean, that wait was super long, but I'm glad to finally start delivering. If you take a look at this, I just noticed that it says $26.04, $30.17. That range is for active time only. And how is anybody supposed to be active that long in order to get that range? The only way to do that is if you were constantly busy the entire hour, which is pretty wild. Usually that never happens because you have to drive there and then you have to drive back. And so usually your active time is less than 50%. But somehow people are either getting that, I guess the way that they're doing it, they have to switch zones like we're being offered here. And so all these long distance orders, you have to accept switching zones. And you're in an unfamiliar area, I guess you're paid by time, so you don't have to rush. You can just take it easy. Don't have to get too confused on how to turn. And even if you get lost, well, I mean, you're getting paid by the clock, so it's not too bad. On top of that, DoorDash has bad navigations, so it's I guess it all works out. You do, however, get to reject 1 order per hour, and I'm not really sure how they keep track of it. It's either maybe you reject one and you have to wait 60 minutes, but you don't know which one to reject because you don't know what the tip is. So that's just another psychological trick that DoorDash is playing on everybody, and I have to admit that it's working because you don't know what to accept or reject because you don't know the numbers. And so I guess the only way that people want to reject something is if it's too far away, way so far out of the zone that you'll never make it back. This is not going so well. Even after I switched to another zone where it's not as theoretically saturated because you have to schedule in order to dash in this area, the volume kind of went up a little bit. I mean, I'm not really getting really good orders. I'm going 6 miles for this one, and it's a Wendy's, so I'm not having high hopes that it's gonna have a good tip. I think the only way to get earn by time in any of the north cities is to start in one city where it allows you to do it, and then you just gotta get lucky and it sends you to the other city, then you switch zones. Because so far I haven't been able to see that you're able to do earn by time anywhere except for one city, and then you just gotta start there. And but maybe just because I'm not there all the time, I mean, it is a hassle to get to just to take a look. So I mean, that's what we're gonna do. So that's what we're gonna do to get earn by time. But so far, earn by time is not that great. I think people have been pairing it with platinum tier, and that's why they get better hourly pay. And we'll try that once we get platinum tier. If you take a look at the estimated time that they put, it's pretty close to how long it takes you to deliver the food. and that actually erases a lot of stress. Usually when you do earn by order, you have to calculate in your head how long is it gonna take you to get there and back, and if the price is worth it. Take a look at this order right here. Even though the mileage is really short, the directions is crazy. So if you take a look, it says to go all the way back to the furthest building, which you have to go on foot, and then you have to climb up all these stairs and then go all the way to the back to get to their apartment. So fingers crossed that I had to travel basically across America just to get to their apartment door. Oh yeah, $10, basically $1 a minute. For Antonio?
Already been picked up. You're like the 5th driver that's come by.
Okay.
Pick it up.
I actually get 2 orders that both need to be canceled. The one that he said and another one. So let me show you this trick. If you go through the Dasher support and you try to cancel it, it'll say you can cancel it because somebody else picked it up and you are unassigning yourself. Don't do that. You won't get half pay that way. You just tell them, I want half pay, please cancel the order. Don't go off and order it for them even though that's their prompt that they tell you. Otherwise, they'll just mess up that. Just tell them, hey, cancel it and I want my half pay, please. As the night went on, the gaps between my orders and delivery keeps closing. And so instead of waiting 10 to 15 minutes, I only wait 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes even right when I drop off the order, I get another offer right away. And of course I accept, that way I can get paid on the drive there. And with that, we get platinum status again. That means we're gonna make truckloads of money, and I actually expect the pace to pick up so that we can get order after order. Right off the bat, we get a large catering order. This is our first one, and it's pizza too, so that's when you know it's gonna be a huge tip. If everybody hits the like button, it's probably gonna double, triple, quadruple our tip amount. In 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. All right, which one of you dummies didn't hit the like button? Uber Eats must be struggling or something, because if you look closely at the directions of this order, it says to pick up for Uber Eats. Doordash, picking up for Uber Eats. That's how bad it is. All right, we're walking around trying to find some cupcake place. And this is like the whole setup of this mall. It's like little complexes. Good thing we're paid on time. Dude, there were actual kiosks right there. The night is winding down and I'm just looking back on it. This was yesterday's results. I make about $20 an hour, which is pretty bad. So silver status plus being on earn by time, it was not really good results at all. And I think what also added to it is because I'm in a saturated area. For whatever reason, the area that I'm in is always red. And I think it's because they border Seattle, and so they just kept it red because Seattle has this ordinance that you can dash at any time. And now everybody just piles in, and because they don't want to schedule. So that's something that I had to keep in mind. This last order, this guy burnt the cinnamon sticks that the customer ordered, so I had to wait extra almost 12 minutes. And of course, there's no stress about it. I am being paid, and I'm just letting the night wind down. And bam, huge payout. So just as a recap, the day got a lot better once I reached platinum. A lot closer gaps between orders, and so the next time we're gonna do earn by time, we're gonna have platinum. So I expect way better results.